path when I get out of the lake. Yeah, gonna be going nude on the way home. Had it here first, people. Good morning, happy Saturday. It is Saturday 22nd of May. Welcome back to another weekend vlog. Had a slight change of plan this weekend with my training. I was supposed to be meeting my coach this morning to do a session, but the weather's not looking great for what we had planned and the efforts that we wanted to do. So instead we're off to the lake, but first I need a coffee. So we're in the car on the way to the lake. We're actually going to a new lake this morning. Well, new to us. Where are we going, Graham?
Just a performance centre.
So we usually go to Box End in Bedford, but we're going to go and check out Vista Performance Lake today. It's similar distance, equidistance if you will. It's a posh word for a Saturday morning. From our house to Vista or to Bedford, so see what it's like. It's supposed to be quite nice. Apparently it's filtered, so it's super duper clean and doesn't taste of duck poo, which I'm excited for, but also it's supposed to be a little bit colder than Box End, so we will see what it's like. Guys, update. So we're about, I don't know, 10 minutes away from the lake. I've just realised, so I've got my, I've got my wetsuit on my bottom half, and I'm wearing my tracksuit. I forgot to bring anything to put on my bottom half when I get out of the lake. So lucky I've got my dry robe, but yeah, I'm going to be going nude on the way home. Had it here first, people. But yeah, we were just talking about, oh, should we pop into the car on the way home? And then I was like, don't think I should without any pants or trousers on. So, trials and tribulations of early morning swimming. Hopefully Graham has, because he's not got a dry robe, so he might be going full trunk out, junk out. We will see. Let me know if you've ever done this. This is the first, to be fair, this is the first, I've forgotten pants before, underpants, but this is the first time I've forgotten actual anything to put on my bottom half in 5 years of doing triathlons. So I feel like that's kind of good, kind of impressive. I don't know. Anyway, see you later. Back in the car, somebody's got cake.
Oh yeah.
I'm not at all jealous. I've got coffee, so it's all good. What did you think of the lake? Look at that.
Yeah, the lake was nice, very clean.
Really nice. Really, really nice. Cold.
It wasn't that bad.
He said it was about 11, 12 degrees. It felt colder than Box End last week.
When we got in, initially it was warm because it was shallow, I thought. And then once we got into the deep end, it was quite cold,
yeah, really, really nice and clean. Like water just felt super clean. Didn't have a horrible, gross, pooey goose taste.
It was very clean, yeah.
Which was good. I did 3 laps and then I could feel like I get this like tingly in my spine kind of feeling. I get Raynaud's syndrome in my hands and feet, and I could feel that going completely numb, and I was like, I need to get out now because otherwise I'm not going to be functional enough to actually be able to get undressed, which would be awkward. But yeah, really nice changing rooms, really nice clean lake. Staff were all super friendly. Cafe is really nice. I can't have gluten, so I couldn't have any of the cake, which is slightly torturous because I haven't had breakfast yet. But they said the sandwiches are all gluten free, which is really nice. They do almond milk, so I could have a nice almond milk latte. So yeah, happy times.
They do gluten free cake sometimes.
But not today. Super cold now though. My hands and feet are completely numb. Got my dry robe firmly zipped up because I've got no pants and no trousers on. So yeah, hopefully I haven't flashed anyone. But yeah, really good. Would definitely recommend if you're based near Bicester or sort of that side of Milton Keynes. Really nice and quiet as well. I guess that's the only thing, like going to Box End is good practice for having to swim around people, but yeah, for being able to kind of just swim and not have to worry about it was really nice. So yeah, gonna have a coffee, head back to the house, have some breakfast, and then I've got a turbo session to do and a run, so doing the full swim boat run today, which is kind of good. So back from the lake, had some breakfast, had another coffee, burnt my tongue, classic, and it's time to get cracking and jump on the turbo. I've got 90 minutes on the turbo and then an hour run off the bike to do today. Still feeling kind of cold from being in the lake, so hopefully this is going to warm me up. But yeah, time to get going. Sunday morning, having some porridge, oats, almond milk, some peanut butter. Got a long ride planned today, about 4.5 hours, about 120k if I can remember the route. Hopefully I can. Graham's going to come with me. Boy's going to stay at home because sausage dogs can't ride bikes. I've got a nice cafe stop planned for about 95k in, so basically going to be riding for coffee. Just planning out the route. Getting a sports massage from baby Arthur. Turns out that the no puppies on the new sofa rule also means no humans on the new sofa. So yeah, quite often this is my life, sat on the floor, puppy on my lap, digging his little elbows into my legs. But yeah, just trying to remember the route. Made it to the cafe stop. Is there a more glorious sight than a cafe after 100k of almost constant headwind? Honestly, like, I kept thinking we're going to turn a corner in a minute, we won't have a headwind anymore, and then it was just like, no, more headwind. It's so blustery. But yeah, 100k down, about 20k to go. Very excited for a coffee, kind of tempted to order two. How's the ride going, Graham?
It's good. I'm struggling, I've got to be honest.
20k to go.
Yeah, it's the wind. It's just so, like,
I was just saying when I was walking a second ago, like, I kept thinking we're going to turn a corner, so it's going to stop being windy, and then it was just like, nope, new direction of wind now. It's like, it's a little arsehole, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, the dream. Look how massive this cake is. It's like the size of my head. Hang on, I'm going to show you.
You wait till you see my one.
Here's the cake. Here's my head. Size of my head. And a coffee. And Graham,
Check this out.
old greedy pants over here, has got, what have you got?
It's a fig and coffee with hazelnut.
Oh my god, is that a doorstop?
Yeah, I think I'll put that in my pocket.
Yeah, what else did you buy?
And millionaire shortbread.
Mr. Eyes Bigger Than His Belly over
Yeah,
here.
this is really big as well.
Yeah, take that home for your afternoon tea, otherwise you'll be sick.
Yeah, I think.
It looks very good. We just got it all out and a little kid like ran over like, yeah, food, and was trying to share with us. Anyway, gonna dig in. Happy times. So we were just about to leave and it started pouring rain and the wind's picked up, so we're now doing the eternal dilemma of, do we just brave it and hope it passes, or do we wait? Anyway, what annoys me is that it's almost June and here we are, still waiting for rain to pass. So we made it back from our bike ride. It stopped raining, so we left the cafe and then we just hauled ass back home. I was on the faster I ride, the sooner I get home, the less likely I am to get rained on strategy. It started raining about 5k from home, but it wasn't too bad because it's at that point you're just like, it's fine, we're close enough that it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, good ride all in all. I think we did about 120k, maybe just under that, and the elevation was more than I'm going to do for the full 180k at Outlaw, so that's good. Nice kind of hilly-ish ride, some time in the saddles and time on the TT bike, out and about. I went to see Matt Bottrell last September, I think. Was it September? Doesn't matter. I went to see Matt Bottrell kind of towards the end of last year, September time, for a bike fit, and yeah, feeling really good in the fit now, really dialed in. He's kind of got me much smaller, much more tucked in, and actually much more comfortable as well. I kind of always used to feel like I was overextending my back, and now I'm nice and tucked. I'm like in full turtle mode. So yeah, all in all, really good. Back home, been out, walked the dogs, got rained on again. That just seems to be the theme du jour at the moment. It's like rained every day for about 2 weeks. So yeah, kind of bored of wind and rain and getting wet now. Quite like to be somewhere other than England, but it's COVID time. So Great British Summer is what we are stuck with. So anyway, come upstairs to do some chores, but I thought I'd procrastinate and have a chat with you guys instead, and just a general training update. How's it all going? So it's about 9 weeks until the full Outlaw race now in Nottingham. 4 weeks, I think, until the half, which will be really good for kind of a recce for me. I have the memory of a gnat when it comes to direction, so I think some people will be like, is that not going to be boring doing the half and then the full in the same place? But I'll have forgotten by the time I do the full, so it'll be like, oh, this is new, this is exciting. So yeah, 4 weeks out from my first race of the season, my first race since Ironman Zurich in 2019. Feeling quite good. I haven't really spoken about this on the vlog. Originally, I was supposed to be doing Ironman Vitoria-Gasteiz in Spain. I booked that for last year, and then obviously it got postponed to this year, and it's just been postponed again. They've put it back to September this year, but I actually made the call back kind of early April to just accept that with everything going on, the likelihood of A, the race going ahead when it was supposed to, and B, me actually being allowed out of the country to go was unlikely at the best. So I didn't really want that uncertainty, that will I, won't I, all of that hanging over me. And then the kind of final nail in the coffin was EasyJet cancelled our flights. So I was like, well, I can't even get there. Well, they were willing to fly us out, and they would fly us to Spain and then leave us there. They weren't going to fly us back. And I was like, well, I'm not going to swim back, am I? So yeah, so Vitoria-Gasteiz was off, and then I managed to get a place for Outlaw. I'd already booked the half anyway. I managed to get a place for the full via Alzheimer's Research. That's hard to say. Via Alzheimer's Research UK. So I'm fundraising for them. I went for the option where I paid my kind of race entry as a donation, because I wanted to make sure that I basically got as much money for the charity out of me as possible. Just hit my minimum target, which is amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who has sponsored me, friends, family, a couple of people on Instagram who've never even met me. It was so lovely of you to do that, so thank you so much. So yeah, that's what race I'm doing, and why. Quite excited. It's my first time ever doing an Ironman in England. I've always gone abroad. I did Copenhagen, I did Zurich. My first half Ironman was at Zell Austria, so it would be kind of nice to race on home turf. Hopefully the weather improves by then. It's getting ridiculous now, it's almost June. Anyway, so yeah, that's a race, but it means I've been training ridiculously consistently since the end of 2019. I carried on training last year just because what else was I gonna do? Couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything, so why not swim, bike, run when I could. So yeah, fitness wise, and in terms of what my body can take with training and kind of the strengths and that real base consistency, feeling really good. Swim is something I was worried about. Obviously most of last year we didn't have access to the pool. Went in the lake when I could, and went into the pool as much as I could when we were allowed. And then the first half of this year has just been no pool access. Even sort of lakes were closed during the lockdown between sort of January and April. But actually, weirdly, I feel like it's kind of benefited me. I don't know if anyone else has found this, but I think having time out of the pool especially, is like I've broken all of my bad habits that have become muscle memory. So like I could never bilateral breathe. don't know why, I could just never do it. I always had to breathe to my left, and whenever I tried to breathe to my right, it was like a drowning octopus that had like 10 beers. That's what I looked like. Whereas now I'm breathing bilaterally and it feels really comfortable. I'm so much smoother in my stroke, my swolf, whatever that stands for. Comment below if you know, because I have no idea, but I just take it lower, better, because it means I'm smooth. But yeah, that's come down, and I'm actually swimming faster in the pool than I ever had been able to before. I think that's just because of breaking those bad habits. I went to see Adam, head coach at Greenlight PT, at the end of last year for some swim analysis, and he kind of picked up a few things in my stroke that I've been able to improve. Again, because I've broken that muscle memory of the bad habit, I found it easier to implement the better habits. So yeah, swim in the pool is feeling a lot better. Speed hasn't quite translated to the lake yet, but I have only been twice, and at the moment the water's about 11 degrees, 12 degrees. I'm having to wear neoprene gloves, a neoprene cap that makes me look like a condom. It's not a great look. Boots, the works, and to be honest, like, you're kind of just trying not to freeze. So I'm hoping once it warms up a touch and I haven't got to wear all this stuff, I'll start feeling better in the water in the lake as well. So yeah, swim will be what it will be, but actually feeling surprisingly comfortable in the water given the circumstances. Bike. So I mentioned about the bike fit with Matt Bottrell. It's honestly the best money I have spent other than buying the bike itself. Like, it's made such a difference. I'm actually using my bum muscles now, and I'm sitting on my ass on the saddle. Like, I had this saddle before and I kind of just thought, well, this is just what TT bikes are supposed to feel like. And like, full disclosure, I was sitting like on the wrong bits. Girls, you'll understand what I mean. But yeah, hella chafage, all manner of discomfort, and I kind of just thought that's what it's supposed to be like. So I did 2 full distance Ironman races, 2 lots of Ironman training on this saddle that was like a brick basically. So yeah, we swapped the saddle out to one of the Secret Saddle Club ones, which is just amazing. It's actually comfortable. It means I can sit a lot better on it, which makes for better power transfer. I'm using sort of all of my muscles in my legs rather than just smashing my quads. So that's really good. And I definitely feel quite strong on the bike now, really comfortable, able to kind of hit higher average speeds. Even on a day like today when it's super windy, before my average speed would have really, you know, nosedived, but it wasn't so bad today. So I think that's really positive. And then the run. My running has come on a lot in the last sort of year, really, maybe 6 months, a year. Still, you know, compared to the fast girls, the actual fast runners, I feel quite slow. But for me, from where I've ever been, feeling a lot faster. So I did my 20k time trial run a couple of weeks ago, and that went really well. That put me on for a massive personal best for the half marathon distance as well. And then earlier this week I did a 10k time trial, got up at 4:55 a.m. on Tuesday morning, shoveled some porridge down, headed back over to the railway walk where I've been doing all of my time trials just for consistency, and yeah, managed to smash out quite a big PB for 10k as well. I think I did a 42:50. My previous PB was a 45:16. And I think if I can do that when I'm on my own, it's ridiculously early in the morning, I've got to go to work, you know, all of that. I think in a race, hopefully that will really transfer over. And then just putting it all together, running off the bike is feeling really good. I don't really get the Bambi legs anymore because I think I've done a lot of brick sessions, a lot of kind of swim, bike, run days. So I think just that transfer from bike to run is feeling really good from practice. Also from the bike fit, the fact that I'm able to kind of utilize my muscles fully on the bike means I'm not coming to the run feeling like completely jelly legs. So yeah, it's going really well in terms of the actual swim, bike, run, feeling good. But there's a couple of things. I need to practice transitions because otherwise I'm going to completely forget. Like, I haven't raced a triathlon since 2019, July 2019, and it was an Ironman. So I definitely need to practice that so that I don't end up like being the person that's trying to like go on the run with their aero helmet still on or something like that, or like getting on the bike with my wetsuit on. And then the other thing is, it is just that when you sit and you think about the Ironman distance, that's a bloody long way, isn't it? Like 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a marathon for fun at the end. And I know I can do it because I've done it twice. But yeah, it's just kind of that when you haven't, I think because I haven't done it, it'll be 2 years. You do just sometimes stop and think, can a human being actually do this? So I think it is just getting over, it's trusting the process. I've got 9 weeks and going into my final block, starts tomorrow, expecting my new plan from my coach any second now because he's been messaging me. So we'll see what torture awaits. But yeah, it's trusting the process and trusting my body and knowing that I have got the endurance there, that I can do it, and that come race day, it will all kind of kick in, come together. I do think time functions differently on race day as well. Like when you go out and you do these long training rides and runs, there are days where it just feels like it's been going on forever and you're just never going to come home. You're just going to be on your bike on your own forever. But on race day, it just kind of time functions differently, and like you kind of very quickly go from, oh my god, this is never going to end, to holy crap, I'm running down to the finish line. So yeah, gotta trust the process, trust that it's going to be okay, practice what I can practice, do my transitions, work out my nutrition as well, have a play with that because I had to quite drastically change my diet about July last year. A whole bunch of intolerances and stuff that I can no longer have, which actually makes sports nutrition quite tricky. So yeah, have a play with that, make sure that I'm fueling properly and just keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. This is, the final push now. I'm really excited to get on a start line, see what I can do, get to wear my new race suit. I treated myself to another tri-suit from Stolen Goat. Apparently I just can't stop buying Lycra, I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, new challenges, new race suit, am I right? And also I'm not going to Spain now, so basically I'm saving money, so I can buy more stuff I don't need. Yeah, final push, feeling good, gotta keep going, gotta keep making sure I'm looking after myself, and hopefully you guys will enjoy sharing the journey with me. If you're racing, let me know. I will be wearing a Stolen Goat suit with pink jellyfish on it. So if you see me and I'm being lazy, catch me snoozing, just shout at me and tell me off and tell me to get a move on. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. I should probably go and actually do the chores I said I was going to do. I'm going to do some stretching and stuff as well. Treat my legs to a little bit of yoga for dinner time. But yeah, I think I'll wrap this vlog up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along with me for another weekend. Hopefully we'll have some nicer weather soon to show you rather than just grey, cloudy and bleak. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will catch up with you guys again soon.